But what more can it bring? It got you. It got you. Got a gimbal for my phone, so I'm just kind of moving around to see. Look at that. Hey, welcome to Stumpy's Yoga Studio, and today's episode we're going to take a departure from working on the engine. I'm waiting on a few parts, and I kind of want to do something different this week, so we're going to tackle electrifying the passenger side window. I did the driver's side a little while ago, so I have an idea what I'm doing. But this is the passenger side. This car was originally a roll-up window car, as a lot of cars in the 60s were, and I kind of want it to be a power window car. That's one of the two indulgences I'll have in this car. I'll tell you about the other one later, but it's going to be a power window car because one of my parts cars had power windows, so I'm just salvaging that. The problem with that is that parts car is a 4-door hardtop. This car is a 2-door hardtop. So got the driver one done. I'm going to try the passenger side, and it's going to be challenging to see if we can do the back two. I assume a lot of it's the same, but it might be a little different. Even doing the driver's side door, I noticed that the door panels or the mechanism for the longer doors might be different, but I made it work. So we'll go through that today, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and if you like what you see, subscribe. Okay, so this is passenger side door, and we've got the mechanism in here. I tied in down here. This is the motor, and we tied it in here. Had drilled new holes for that, and then we tied it in down here. So this whole thing through this bolt hole here gets tied into the bottom of the door so it doesn't move around when the window goes up and down. It's working pretty good. Like the felt is all out inside these, so I'll have to refelt that, and imagine after that it'll move better. I think it pushes out at one point, but I've just been playing with it here, and it seems to be working fairly well for an old motor in a different door it's not supposed to be into. There we go. And down again. That's more a function of me not being able to hit the point rather than the door coming down. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. Good day's work. A couple days actually. And this is the door we took it out of, convertible car door. And it's a little worse for wear. But it's doing its job. It's being a parts door. And now I'm going to weld up this right here. So I cut this, flattened it, so it'd be on the same plane as the one here, or here. And yeah, I'm going to now weld that in there, and this should be pretty close. Well, it'll be functional. I still want to clean up inside the door, and I noticed a couple of little tiny rust holes I want to fix. And I want to sound deaden the door too, and I want to replace the felt, so this will all come apart again. But now I know it all fits and works. So there you go. So we got this all tied in now. Not my best welding, not my worst welding, but it'll work. I filled that hole with slag, so you're welcome. But yeah, this all works. It's all bolted in where it needs to be. The motor's in there, and this, like I said, this is a motor. This is a motor that had not run since 1989, I think, or 88 or 87. But for 30 years, this motor has sat in one position. And now it's rolling up and down this window and doing an all right job of it. I think I still need to clean the tracks, put new felt in there. But other than that, like, it's doing a really good job. So I'm pretty happy with it. Going forward, we still got to do the two back windows and tie those in, or put the motors in there. But I don't know if that's going to be more difficult or less difficult. My thought is that it's going to be more difficult. See how that works? Let's go back up. So we just test. There we go. So that's pretty good. Like, that's like, just, I haven't really greased. I greased the tracks a little bit, but I haven't greased a lot of the hardware. And these felts in here and in here, these tracks go all the way down. They need to be cleaned out. So those are issues. But other than that, like, it's proof of concept, it works. Everything's still got to be pulled out of there. I got to clean out the inside of the door. A couple little rust spots I found I got to deal with in the bottom of the door. Of course, because that's where water sits. But I'm pretty happy where I got to this week. We did something different. We did it well. And it made the car a little better. So little by little, I don't want to say little by little. But, you know, piece by piece, we're getting it to the point where we're going to be rolling around pretty quick here. But tomorrow is a cleanup day in the yoga studio, because this place is a bloody, bloody disaster. And we're going to focus on the rear windows, hopefully, or we're going to go back to 383. I got some 383 parts coming. I like to clean up the frame, but I want to push it outside to do it. And the weather hasn't been great yet, so we can't do that. So this is what we did this week. And I wanted to see if this actually worked. I want to see these motors actually work, because, like I said, they hadn't been moved. They hadn't moved in 30 years. So they work. It works. It might not work forever. I might have to replace it, but it works for now. and that's enough. So anyway, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. If you don't like what you see, leave a nasty comment, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.